Hello everybody, how's it going? Just wanted to make a video of a RP grind that can be done this week with a contact mission from Simeon. Now, first thing I like to do that most people won't mention is change your targeting mode to free aim. This will allow us to get extra RP for every kill we do within this mission here. So once you go to Rockstar Created Missions, go down to Repo and find RV Nearly There. This week, 2 times RP. The money is trash, but the RP is good. Now, before launching the job, just go ahead and put it on hard. This way you can maximize the RP that we're going to get for the payout after completing or failing the mission. So it increases it a little bit, not much, but every little bit helps. So I like to start off with the Mark II. It does make traveling all the way up to Sandy Shores a lot quicker. And once we get up there, we can go ahead and call out our vehicle of our choice. Now, on the way there, I will say I know a lot of people post videos of this specific mission, but there are some details that not everybody will mention in their videos. For instance, going to free aim. And even if they do mention completing the actual mission, they don't show it, and they don't show what the RP payout is like, which is pretty good. So I will be covering that and showing that at the end of this video, just so you guys can have an idea of how much more RP you can get for about 2 minutes worth of driving. Now, everybody has at least one job that you can grind RP on through the contact missions. Now, I was a little busy last week. I wanted to make a video on Martin's contact mission that I normally use, but I wasn't able to get to it. So hopefully we'll have Gerald and Lamar in the next upcoming weeks, and I will make a video on specific missions that I use for RP. Now, once we're here, we'll just send back the Mark II, and just like most other people, my vehicle of choice is the Toreador. Unlimited rockets, and it's quick. So we'll go ahead and call out the Toreador, and we will get this started.
I'll bring it by.
Good thing about this mission as well is when you do fail it to restart it, you'll always spawn right back here to restart it, cars out and everything. So it goes pretty quickly. It's definitely a good RP grind that I like to take advantage of anytime it's double, triple, or 4 times RP. Alright, so pulling around back here, just hop over. Everybody should know this. Let me put my bulletproof helmet back on. I hate when it takes it away. It makes me look ridiculous. Alright, so we'll just hop in the Brickade here just to activate the enemies. We just want them activated. This way we can have the vehicle spawn and coming after us. That's basically all we want. So once we activate them, we'll just hop back in the car and make our way over here to the airstrip. Alright, now for my personal preference, I like to use the left side here. It just seems better to use it to me, but it's just a matter of choice of which side you prefer. It doesn't really make a difference. So this is what we'll do for about the next 7 minutes. Now I won't cut anything out of the video. I'll leave it in real time. This way you can see the RP that I'm starting off with, and then you can see the RP that I end with from just completing 1 round of this. Now, I am not really that high of a rank, but I'm high enough where it takes quite a bit of RP to rank me up. So this way, anybody who is a lower level or even a higher level. You can kind of compare and get an idea of what the RP will do for your rank. Overall, unless you're level 3000 or higher, this is a pretty good RP grind in a little amount of time. Now, normally the RP given for this is 25 for each kill. With it being double, typically it would only be 50. But since I went in and changed my targeting mode to free aim, I'm getting 63. Now 13 RP ain't nothing. But you add that up for every kill and every round that you do, and it's going to make a big difference. We'll see it here after the first round is over and I'll blow up the Brigade, but each round you roughly get about 160 kills. So to get a better idea of the RP you're getting, you can just do the math, how many kills you get times how much RP you're getting. And this way it'll break it down and let you guys know how much RP you are actually obtaining in the 7 to 10 minutes that it takes to complete this one time. It's more 7 minutes roughly, but either way it's still pretty quick. I mean, this part here, you can just wrap a rubber band around LB, walk off and do some laundry or whatever you may need to do, and you can just sit there AFK, spamming rockets, collecting that RP. That's the good thing about this contact mission versus the other ones. The other ones aren't AFK. I suppose that's why everybody tends to post videos on this one. But like I said before, everybody has at least one contact mission that will be a really good RP payout if it's double, triple, or 4 times RP and money. And hopefully we will have Lamar and Gerald coming up in the next week or two. I will make a video on, like I said, the contact missions from them that I like to use to get a lot of RP in a short period of time. Definitely well worth taking advantage of. Alright, so we stopped getting RP, so we'll go ahead and make our way back to the Brigade and we will destroy it and fail the mission. Alright. Now the RP here isn't amazing, the money is trash, but the money is not what we're after. RP pretty much 2,000. So just from one round there, okay, 162. So I do like to go 2 to 3 kills over just to confirm I'm not getting RP. So about 160 kills is what we got. Now just from that one round, I pretty much went up 2 bars of RP. So for me, that's between 10 and 12,000 RP to fill 2 bars. So in 7 minutes, that is really good. That is really good. Now we will just go back here and reactivate the enemies so we can head back to the airstrip and start it all over again. Alright, now that we have them activated, once again hop back in the car and head over to the airstrip at Sandy Shores. Now I did kind of edit it out here. I decided I want to do a little bit of RP grind myself, so this part here is about my 4th playthrough, or here in a minute. It's my 4th playthrough, and you can tell by the RP I've done leveled up from 631 to 632, and I'm halfway through this level. So I know nobody wanted to sit here for about 30 minutes watching this, but I did want to go ahead and get some grinding out myself before I actually showed the end of this video. So after about four rounds here, I've got quite a bit of RP. Now, from start to finish of this video, or actually I should say my grind session as I call it, it takes me about 33 minutes to start it up, do all 4 rounds, and then complete the last one. So again, for the amount of RP that was given versus the time that it took, that is extremely well. Overall, in about that 33 minutes, I ended up getting about 40,000 RP. So definitely very, very good, and something that everybody who is interested in ranking up should take advantage of. Alright, so with this being the last one, I always decide to actually complete the mission my last round. Once the RP stops, I like to come over to this spot here and very carefully, because you can destroy your Brickade, launch a couple rockets down there to take out a few of the enemies, or majority of the enemies that are down there. Again, extremely careful, you can destroy that Brickade. Now I got lucky and all the RVs decided to despawn, and my Brickade is intact, which is good because getting out of here could also be somewhat of a hassle. So here I had a little bit of trouble. These trucks, this NPC, they were just tearing me up here. I went from full health down to about half in 3 seconds. So always try to be extremely careful. Now this thing off-roads, the handling of this thing is horrible. Horrible. Well, and as you can see, I just ran into a pole there. That's something we definitely don't want to do. Anything we hit or anything that hits us will lower the health bar of the vehicle. We don't want that, but sometimes we can't help it. So now I got a posse behind me shooting me, and I decided to clip another tree there. But eventually we'll get on the right track and stop causing so much damage to this thing. Now, I always like to keep my interaction menu up until I know I'm kind of in that safe zone where they won't be spawning in front of me at all or very often. Because when it comes to shooting you out of the vehicle, these guys are sharpshooters. Alright, we got one behind us. Let's use this NPC here to try and get him off of our tail. And there we go. Now, like I said, comes to shooting, these guys are sharpshooters. When it comes to driving, they're idiots. They're not very smart or very good. So I did get lucky here on the way down the highway. Nobody is spawning in front of me. Normally, you will have them spawning in front of you every 5 to 10 seconds. Alright, now coming up here, getting off the highway. Normally, they will fall back and stop chasing me at this point here. But for some reason, these guys decided to pursue me pretty much the rest of the way. That very rarely ever happens, but for some reason these guys just wanted to go above and beyond to stop me from delivering this Brickade. Alright, so we're getting ready to come up here to deliver it. Still got a decent amount of health left, so we don't have to worry about anything from this point on. Now, once we drop it off, we will get a nice little extra 200 RP, which is always nice. But the main thing we are looking for is that last payout for actually delivering it. Alright, and the money's not good, 48,000, but the RP, 8,400. That is good. I hope this video helps you in any way. You found it helpful. Drop me a like, a comment, a subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.